from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They come up with an offset eye. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. The guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Trying to run it with a fullback lane. He only needed a few inches. He didn't even get that. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They begin the drive with Lacey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The defense here for the Rams.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hurry up, here we go.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
To throw on second down is gone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Mason. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
All right, here we go.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going back is Lacey. They'll get the football here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry, it's Lacey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Goff now to throw. It's caught by Jackson. 20, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Goff on the screen. This is Mason. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now is Rodgers. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Rodgers now on first down. It's brought in by Janis. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Backing up. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And now it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
One back is Lacey. Rodgers again now. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Rodgers to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal.
319!
Rodgers now on third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Three down. Here we go now. Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Play fake to Mason. Goff. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And taken right on the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Check.
They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, here's Lacy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. On the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Goff now looks to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, turn.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He finds Quick. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They come up with an offset eye. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. On second down, here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down, it's Goff. Surveying the field. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Gurley. That's strong running. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll try to get the offense going with Lacey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Goff now on second down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Check, 47. Detroit.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. The one running back is Gurley. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
First down and goal to go from the 7. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
One back is Lacey. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, here's Lacey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Lacey muscles him off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. A dump off to Lacey. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Following the penalty now, Lacey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. Second and goal to go now. They'll run it with Lacey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens. Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's got Quick. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go. Now, Patriot.
Now it's gone. He's got time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. Goff now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former, now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long.